Hello everyone, welcome to Prestige Castle Farm. My name is Innocent. So today I want to give my insight, my input on the developing issue with regard to Fred from Semanhyia farm, that is farming in Africa. I will update you on, I will give you a background of what is happening in that farm, and I will throw my insight in solidarity with Fred. So Fred is the CEO of Semanhyia Farm, and his YouTube channel is Farming in Africa. So this is a young man who I believe he left the States, came to Ghana and established one of the biggest goat farming in Africa, and I believe in Ghana and in Africa. Before he set up this farm, he actually set up a school in the communities from the Bono region where his father is. So he set up a school which had about 700 students. And in order to take care of the student, in order to feed the student and, to sustain sustain the school, he was motivated to set up this goat farm. In fact, his channel is not just on goat farming, even though that is his primary livestock, but he also promotes other farmers within Ghana and outside Ghana as well, on his platform, giving them the publicity that they need. So this is what happened. So I saw the video pop up about I think that was 10 days ago, and the video was entitled that we're closing down, the Semanhyia farm is closing down. And I was curious, and so I clicked on the video and I watched it. So the reason why the farm is closing down is that the queen gave an order that any goat in that community should be taken out of the community because of some taboo. And the community probably thought maybe it was not a serious order until in July, the youth in the community were instructed and they went around killing any goat they see. Any goat they see. Fortunately, it was not, Fred farm was not affected, and everything seems to calm down. Until few days later, that's about when that video was made, that's 10 days ago, Fred stated in the video that he was given 14 days to pack out from that community, basically to pack out his goat from that community. You see, one of the purposes of setting up this YouTube channel is because I want to contribute to food security in Africa. I believe that food should be cheap, should be affordable, and quality good food should be cheap and affordable. That is what I believe in. That is the essence of doing this. I could have been doing something else, but I love farming. And when I see a situation like this, it breaks my heart. From the comment sections in that video, a lot of people in diaspora, especially Africans in diaspora, are commenting, and they said that this is one of the reasons why they are slacking behind to invest in Africa. The uncertainty. Sometimes this uncertainty, drive away investors to invest in the agribusiness in Africa, not just in the agribusiness, generally in business in Africa. So what happened? Fred, tried to negotiate reason with the community, with the council, and try to see if he can get at least about 3 months, so that he can have enough time to move his farm. But they are adamant, and they said, in 14 days, you have to move your goat out of this community. And remember, in July, the youth went and killed any goat they could see. So Fred is afraid that that same thing his farm could be next. And the young man is devastated. You could see his persona in the way how sad he was in that video. So Fred, if you're watching this is in solidarity to you, and this is the problem that that we have in Africa. Where sometimes taboos that, instead of progressing the people, are taking the people backward. Such taboo must be called out, and we must say enough is enough. So, for once, I want you to think about it. What will happen to the workers that are employed at Fred Farm? What will happen to them? They will lose their livelihood. What will happen to the students who are direct beneficial to the farm itself? The 700 students. Fred, in fact, on the update, the latest update, I'll put the video. On the latest update, despite the intervention of the minister, Fred has ended up selling the goat, probably at a loss. Is actually moving away from farming. He wants to go into the teaching aspect of farming, but not farming directly. And mind you, according to Fred, to set up that farm cost him about 1 million Ghanaian cedis, which is about 80 million naira, which is about $66,000 as at today's rate. So that investment is down the drain. And the spinning effect of that is that, people who are direct beneficial of that farm will lose those benefits. So this is me speaking out and also showing support to Fred, that brother, you are not alone. A lot of content creators, that not just even content creators, a lot of people are speaking out against this. We're saying this is not right. This is not, this is not the way to go forward for Africans. This does not encourage investment in Africa. People are speaking out against it. And, we can't keep silent. We can't say, okay, because I'm in Nigeria and, Fred is in Ghana, is none of my business. It is my business. It is my business because, one, my motive and my objective, in fact, in starting up this channel, is to contribute my own quota to food security in Africa. I believe that quality food in Africa must be cheap and affordable. So, what then is the way forward? How do we stop such kind of situation from happening? How do we encourage investors in Africa, from whether it's African African brothers that are in diaspora that intend to invest in Africa? How do we encourage them to come and invest given situations like this? So it is sad, it is disheartening, I don't know what other adjective I could use to describe this particular situation. And so this is just a video in solidarity with Fred, that you're not alone. Please do not give up in farming completely. from the latest update, you've sold out your entire your entire goat, I believe, and but you're leaving the structure there, and instead you intend to go into education as well. I would recommend that please do not give up in farming. There are a lot of people that have benefited from your selfless service and the value that you bring. Personally, I'm actually one of your biggest fan. I have, you've inspired me. You've inspired a lot of, my YouTube channel is relatively very, very new. We're just about 3 months or thereabout, So you motivated the likes of myself and a lot of people to start this journey with you. So do not give up. You still, you can still create value, even if you're not doing the same in Bono, what do you call it? Bono Council, or is it municipality? Bono region. Wherever region, you can do that in another region that accept good, that do not subscribe to this taboo, because I believe this taboo is not in the entire Ghana region. This is just in a very small community. So there are other community that doesn't see goat as a taboo. Imagine goat as a taboo. Goat is not accepted in the community. Imagine someone whose only livelihood depends on rearing of goat. And in July, some young boys came and killed those goats, killed the person's livelihood. How is the person going to live? How is the person going to survive? You see, this is the problem in Africa. This type of mentality that we have, we need to challenge it. We need to stand up. We need to use whatever platform we have to say, this is not right. So this is just a video that I made in solidarity with you, brother. Be strong. Please keep pushing. Please keep creating value. This is just a temporary setback in your journey. Keep your chin up. And I believe the fact that a lot of people are speaking up against this means that, this isn't right. We do not subscribe to that, So please be strong. I have reached out to you on WhatsApp, and I know you bounce back from this. And I'll be coming to Ghana before the end of this year. And when I get to Ghana, I will reach out to you in person and, hear where you are and see where you are, because I know you definitely bounce back. So please take care of yourself and stay strong. Thank you. Bye-bye.